Hey, what's going on, world? This be your boy Eddie Cool, and welcome to your favorite sports podcast, none other than the Sports Bros podcast. I just got off of work. I don't know why I got this big old burst of injury. Damn it, I know I had this big old burst of injury because I know I was gonna come home and record episode number 345 of them things of the Sports Bros podcast. I told you who I am. I told you what I do. Enough of my incoherent rambling, because due to time constraints, we got to tighten this thing up, all right? Coming to you live from Woodpecker Stadium. Did I get it right, Be Live? Woodpecker Stadium?
Fine.
Okay,
That's
come.
you got to throw in the sponsor so they feel all right with it, but they ain't making the money off of me. But yes, Woodpecker Stadium by way of Segra Stadium here in Fayetteville, North Carolina. Go ahead, do the rest of the introduction. I'm here for it. I'll
He
wait. I'll
is
wait.
El Capitan manning this ship, making sure this thing don't fall out of the air or crash on the ground or capsize in the water. He is El Capitan, the Almighty Be Live.
What's happening? What's going on in the world today? As the HOC alluded to, I am here at Segra Stadium here in Fayetteville, North Carolina, ready for another homestand between the Fayetteville Woodpeckers and the Delmarva Shorebirds, the DMV, as you will. Oh yeah, we'll see how this goes. Your man is running the sound here, bringing the entertainment the only way I know how. But you know what I'm saying? There's so much going on in the world, so much going on in the sports world. Even though NBA and NHL are behind us, the NBA still finding a way to sneak into the news. We'll talk about that in a little bit. But go ahead and introduce the other guy. You know what I'm saying? Gotta do our due diligence, our affirmative action situational DEI, if you
Here we
will. Go
go.
go ahead and introduce the other guy. Yep. You know what I'm
Ladies,
saying?
ladies and gentlemen, just to know the beef between B Live and Scotty D, this is how the groundwork starts. And introducing the man from Western Pennsylvania. I think he's back in school doing his thing. He's busy, very, very busy. He is the pride of Washington, Pennsylvania, the one, the only, the money man, Scotty D.
Feel the heat burning you up, ready or not. You
Someone.
alluded to it already, Be Live. Somebody's feeling the heat,
Ooh, yeah.
leaving Milwaukee, heating it up.
And
Big,
I'm a,
Ah,
big news yesterday. Everybody's been wondering where, oh, where is Tyler Hero going to end up? And now we know.
did you ever know that you're my hero?
All right, guys, we got to quit singing these songs, man, because somebody gonna strike us for a copyright and
Trying to tell
yeah,
you.
man, we ain't pay for them songs. So any sponsors out there, come holler at us. So that way, if we get in the jam, we'll use your money. All right. Well, fellas, with that being said, I'm not going to lollygag or gallylag. Let's go ahead and hop right into it. The top of the order. All right, let's get this thing started. The order.
One.
All right, as we alluded to earlier, something happened in the NBA, even though the season is not even an entire week old and over with. The NBA said, we're going to pull a page out of the NFL playbook and make some big things happen during the offseason. All right. And so, with that being said, fellas, Giannis Antetokounmpo, as Scott mentioned early, feeling the heat. He's going to the Miami Heat. So with that being said, they gave him a lot of pieces for him too. Let me see if I can find it here, which I can't at the moment. So the trade included him and Bobby Portis going to Miami in exchange for Tyler Hero, Jaime Jaquez, a bunch of draft picks, and I think about $5 and some and 12 pack of
Uh,
beer, right? Oh,
a pack of nabs. Pack of nabs.
and
That's
a,
what.
yeah, and a pack of nails. It was a fully loaded trade. So, fellas, the question has to be asked: does this put Miami a step closer to win the East and potentially return to the finals?
I don't know. I'm very confused about this because I feel like Miami was lacking good guard play.
Mm.
And so what do? They crowd up the inside even more. Because I mean, Giannis is not necessarily one that spreads the offense. I mean, he's very versatile. He moves well with or without the ball. He's definitely a threat, but I feel like it just really didn't address the actual issue. I
Mm,
mean, and then to ship off Tyler Hero, and I mean, to gain an aging Bobby Portis, I don't know. I'm I don't know if this necessarily tips the scale. It just gives us something to talk about. But at the end of the
yeah.
day, I mean, basketball skill wise, I just don't see them really elevating. And it's one of those things that
Well, what it does, I don't know the exact free agency what list right now, but what it does is it tracks more free agents. The likelihood that someone will go to Miami, you have a better shot of getting somebody of Giannis and Adebayo are already the centerpieces of the big men down there. And now, if you target a guard and throw some money at him, you go, well, I get to go play with Giannis at South Beach. Then I think it does help you.
I mean, do they have the cap space?
Well, they cleared 4 players off the books. I mean, I know they took on a lot with Giannis, but I mean, the cap space can be manipulated. So I,
So to be determined. Can we just say that? Because I mean, Pat Riley will put some things together. That's
yeah,
one
I
thing.
would say they're a step closer today than they were yesterday.
Very.
Giannis is closer, right?
Mm,
Well, Giannis is closer. Yes. Is Miami closer?
Well, I mean, they are with Giannis. Yeah, I mean, he's already been a Finals MVP.
And
None of them other cats are going to win you a title. Plus,
no.
Pat Riley's going for blockbuster. I mean, he's always had blockbuster. His first ever coaching gig, he coached Magic Johnson and Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. In his last one, he coached Shaquille O'Neal, and then when he retired, he brought LeBron James down. So he's looking for blockbuster. This guy's always been blockbuster. So
Yeah.
for Pat
I
Riley,
said, yeah, there's never been a doubt that Pat Riley could put a team together.
Mm,
And so he's definitely done more with less. So, I mean, I guess more star power doesn't necessarily hurt. But I'm the type of person I'm trying to stay away from the star power and all the glitz and glamour and be the analytical part of it. Because I see what you're saying, but I'm also a type of person that I'm a team chemistry type person. And
yeah,
that means more than anything else. Will
yeah.
Giannis fit this particular team chemistry? Is
mm.
where
Well, they
again
have to
to be
build it
determined.
around him, and it's not going to happen next year, but they'll be better next year. I would suspect. I would think you have to be. You would have to
Well,
be.
well, like I said, I'm going to go with a to be determined because I feel like just like you said, Pat Riley isn't done yet, and the draft is tonight actually.
Hmm.
So that's why this move was made was right before the draft. So they actually the Heat gave up 3 first round picks. They gave up their first round pick tonight. So
It,
maybe they're looking for that free agent situation maybe.
Oh,
let me
tonight.
ask you guys
Oh,
a
tonight was
question.
included too.
Yeah, tonight. Yeah,
Yeah.
they give a number one tonight. The draft is tonight, and they get
Okay, yeah,
13th
yeah,
pick
they
tonight.
yeah, 13th pick, yeah. Then Miami's first, then Milwaukee has Miami's first round pick for 33 and 31, a 2030 swap pick, and a 2033 second round pick. A lot.
So when I got up this morning and I saw this trade, because when I went to bed last night, it was still the headlines were still Miami and Boston were in competition for this.
Mm.
Did anything stand out? Something stood out to me immediately. Did anything stand out to you about what they are giving up, about what Miami is giving up? I'll tell you what stood out to me. The pick swap in 2030, first round in 2031, and 2033. And after tonight, 2026, nothing in 2027, 2028, or 2029.
Ooh.
Milwaukee is getting no picks in those next 3 years. They don't cash in again until the pick swap in 2030.
Mm.
And my first thought was that sounds kind of bad because they're not getting anything impact right now. They're going to get a pick tonight, 13th pick, but then they're not going to have anything to show for this really in a couple of years. So let's just say they hit on those picks in 2030, 31, 33. It still takes a couple of years to develop. So the payoff of this might not be for another 10 years, 8 to 10 years down the road. Then
Well,
I switched my thinking and thought, okay, these guys in Milwaukee know that Giannis is at his peak and he's 31 years old. Those picks the next couple of years are probably going to be high. Then he's going to tail off, and Miami's picks in the 20, 30, 31, 33, they're going to be falling out of contention, and they'll have better picks those years from which to build. That was my thought on him. Like, why would you wait to delay it? But if you're going to get a 24th or 25th pick anyway, because Miami's going to be a competitive team, that's not going to help you a lot. So I think that was kind of strategic by the Bucks to say, we'll wait till they're not as good, and we'll get better picks in a couple of years. I mean, that's the only thing I can figure, because they're probably looking at free agency. We'll spend, and for Pat Riley, he doesn't care about those picks that year because he's 80. He might not be around then.
Oh no, don't say that.
He's 80, 81, whatever. How many 81-year-olds? I mean, we got an 80, he's in the prime age to run the country, maybe at 81, but he's not going to be around, baby, by the time these other picks. And I don't mean he's going to die. I mean, he's going to retire. He's going to
Yeah.
retire.
We know.
That's what I
yeah,
meant.
yeah. We can't wish that on Pat Riley. We ain't ready for him to go quite yet.
He might live forever. He's Pat Riley.
Yeah. And he'll still he'll still take somebody's cookies.
I'm just saying. I think all of these picks, because they're making deals with picks from 10 years from now and everything. These are all trade blocks. Like they'll put
Possibly.
together another package to bring in somebody. Like, all right, I have 2 picks in 2029, 2 picks in 2030, 3 picks in 2020. Like let me give you one of those for this draft, another draft pick now. I don't know. Is it?
But doesn't it seem like a big gap to go from a pick number first round tonight and the next one's not till 2030? That's a 3-year window of nothing for Milwaukee from this team, other than the players that they got.
Yeah, that's a long time. Well, at least for Miami, they get Giannis paired with Bam Adebayo. And, it makes them one of the favorites in the East. And then, you got this whole situation. We've been hearing about Boston. Is Jaylen Brown gone? Is he going to stay? But I mean, if
now it's got to be a real problem because he was the centerpiece of the deal for Boston.
Yeah.
So see, it's still a business at the end of the day, and Boston saw an opportunity and put together a package. That doesn't necessarily mean they don't want Jaylen.
No, I understand that, but doesn't Jaylen Brown strike you as a guy that takes things personally? Remember when he got left off the Olympic team? This guy's like a guy that's like a deep thinker, high IQ. Things kind of bother him, kind of dude. I could easily see him saying, "Well, they don't want me. I want to get shopped around now. I want to trade it out of here." I can still see that happening with Jaylen Brown.
It's still a very big possibility. I say, if I'm not mistaken, Danny Ainge is still pulling the strings there, right? And
I think it's is it him or is it what's his name that used to be the coach? Brad
Stevens. Yeah, I think it's Brad Stevens.
Is right.
Brad Stevens is the guy pulling the strings now.
Okay, but that's part of that Danny Ainge tree anyway. What I'm saying? Like Boston will wheel and deal. So they got 2 max players and they can start moving for some pieces themselves as well. So this is one of this could definitely be the domino that tips over a lot of different things, especially. We'll see tonight. We'll see how many things they see. You hear the sound doom 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 doom, and
sounds like a trade.
We have a trade. I think that's what happened last year with the NBA draft. It was trades left and right, and then so this is only the beginning.
If I was a team that was a pretty decent team and needed a guard. I would be going for Jaylen Brown. I would be trying to get him.
Yeah.
If you show to him, hey man, we really want you. Maybe Boston and you weren't getting along great. We really want you. There's value in that guy, and that guy's a winner. That guy can help the team immediately.
Now my question is this. With that being said, do you consider Jaylen Brown a franchise player to lead a franchise?
No.
No. You don't think so, Scotty D?
No.
But that,
I think he needs another. He could use like maybe a Giannis and Adebayo around him,
Mm.
maybe 27,
At
28, 29 first round draft picks go to Boston for
at
Jaylen Brown.
at 5 years, $300 million,
Mm.
almost $60 million a year. Yeah, he gonna be somebody franchise player
Yeah,
because
Yeah,
got to
I
be.
mean, I don't think he could do what Brunson did, like, but I think he can win a championship because he already has. He's
that right.
but
That's what he has going from. Like, look, hey, I have championship experience. I know how to get there. So if he could just find a team that's on the fringe of like, look, we need one more player there. I mean, hell,
what
look at
if
what
it
it.
was Miami? What if he goes to Miami?
Oh man, that's all over. I mean, look at a young team like Atlanta. They made a trade for the kid from Oklahoma City. And that's another team be like Oklahoma City. You can't have all them guys on max contracts and you have to get rid of somebody. You gotta get somebody the hell up out of it. I mean, you got a team like Atlanta, they're on the come up, and Scotty D or sneaky Lakers, ain't no telling what they got going on. And so,
They ain't got nothing going on until they get rid of both
They got
both
Bronny.
James.
They're
There
building
you
around
go.
Bronny.
There you
oh
go.
boy, oh
You
boy.
open that door,
You got the
and
core of
you open
Bronny and
that door. I
Luca.
was like,
I
yeah.
had be like
You
hey
no, no,
look,
you did not. You did not have to. You did not have to open that door.
but I did it anyway. The
Bronny. They got
forbidden door.
Bronny.
Ah, the forbidden door. All right. So with that being said, let's go ahead and talk about some golf, fellas. I was looking at TV. I was like, wait a minute. There's some golf on. It's a pretty big deal. The 2026 U.S. Open, with the winner being Wyndham Clark, shooting 4 under at the Shinnecock Hills Golf Club. Now, Clark captured his second U.S. Open title in 4 years, surviving a tense final round and holding off the field by one stroke. Fellas, you were in the group chat talking about it. What the hell was going on Sunday in Shinnecock?
Well, he didn't have his best stuff going on Sunday, but I honestly didn't think he had his best stuff on Saturday. He just putted very well. He saved several, they call them U.S. Open pars. You got to get up and down and
Mm-hmm.
making considerable par saves. I think that's how. I mean, that's how he won the tournament by with the flat stick and playing well on. I mean, jumping up to the early lead, and then when I thought when he went up seven, he was -7 or 7 under to
Mm-hmm.
1 under. I think was the second best coming in
Yep.
on Sunday. I thought it was over, and it actually was, but it got really close. I mean,
It
it
got
got really
really
close.
close. I was like, wait a minute. I was like, wait a minute. Okay, yeah, I'm pretty much. I'm gonna watch Sunday because that's what I try to do. Because anything can happen. I'm like, wait a minute. All right, I down to 6 under, down to 5. Well, wait a minute. He's down to 4 under, and my dude's sitting in the clubhouse at 3 under. I'm like, wait a minute. He is, this is
Yeah,
a very this is a very comfortable
Sam
seat.
Burns. Yeah,
Yeah, at
Yeah.
3 under. Well, I think he made birdie at 16. That pretty much solidified it. Took him up to 5 under, and
and
then
then
he
gave one back on 17.
I was like, all right. But then I think it was the third shot on 18 where it was like literally inches from the hole. I'm like,
Yeah,
that'll do it. That'll
he
do it.
won this tournament on Thursday though. He jumped out to I think he was 6 under on Thursday, and
Mm-hmm.
by Friday he was 7 under. And I heard an interesting question posed on the the it was the Golf Channel, the radio station on the XM radio I was listening to, and the two guys that were announcing. I don't even know who they were. I just turned it on, caught their conversation. One
The
said to the
Beavis and
other,
the Butthead. No, I'm joking.
it
Go
might
ahead.
have been Beavis and Butthead. It,
Hmm.
just they just have matured. But the one guy asked the other, he said, if you could be 7 under and just stay there, not play the next 2 rounds, would you take it? Meaning, would you take the risk of letting the field catch you and pass you by not playing anymore if you could just say 7 under is going to be my final score? And it held up, man. I mean, that 7 under would have won and then some. I think 4 under was his final.
Yep, I'm 400. Yep,
Four
Yeah.
under and 3 under was was Burns.
Mm.
So that just shows you the difficulty of this tournament. It's always set up difficult. These greens didn't hold anything. The greens were everything ran completely off the green. I mean, the 10th hole, everybody was driving short, hitting their approach shot onto the green. It was rolling off the backside. It was just conditions were so difficult. The course was dry, and that's U.S. Open for you.
Yeah. The U.S. Open
Um,
in Shinnecock. Oh, go ahead, be live.
I was just gonna say, hey, I could. I mean, courses are always going to be tougher on Saturday and Sunday. So it's one of those things. If you can get a lead early, yes, you would like to sit on it because nerves start get coming into play. I mean, you see some guys that just thrive when the moment is there, but for the most part, I mean, I've seen people buckle all the time. I'm just like, yeah, I could just sit on a lead. Yeah. Now, if somebody gets hot and overtakes the lead while I'm sitting in the clubhouse, and I'm just like, well, yeah.
Yeah,
But
yeah. It's like yeah.
which one would you feel worse about? Sitting in the clubhouse watching your lead go away, or being on the course and you squandering your lead?
Sitting in the clubhouse watching the lead go away because I want to do everything in my power to maintain that lead. I don't want to give nobody a chance. If I can be out there to increase my lead, I'm going to do it. Sitting in that club, but the way my anxiety is set up, whoo, boy, can't do it. Can't do it. Uh, cannot do it. So with that being said, fellas, Wyndham Clark won the second U.S. Open and returned to the world's top 10 rankings. Scotty Scheffler's bid, yeah, our boy Scotty Scheffler for a career Grand Slam came up short with a top five finish. So was Wyndham Clark now the most underrated golfer of this era? Yes or no?
He gets overlooked a lot, and he plays well a lot, but he was getting some pushback, like getting some boo birds and stuff out after him. I'm not sure why. I don't know if it's A, because it's a New York crowd and they do that kind of thing. I think that had something to do with it.
Yeah,
B,
there ain't no B, Scott. Just hey, New York is going to New
well,
York. Just
yeah, and I think they were a lot of them were a lot of people were just flat out rooting for Scheffler, who was his
mm,
playing partner. And Clark did come in last year when they had that tournament here in Pittsburgh. He threw a fit in the clubhouse and broke something. He smacked something, broke something, and got barred for life from Oakmont. And so, a lot of people were giving him probably some grief over that. And he apologized for that. He said he felt terrible about it, and and all that. But I mean, I don't find him particularly unlikable. I don't. Nothing really stands out to me. He just seemed like a dude out there trying to do his job, and I was actually rooting for him. I didn't want to see the meltdown. I didn't want to see a guy blow a 6-shot lead, and especially when the dude's dad flew in there
yeah,
on the red eye to surprise him at the final green. That would have been awful if he would have lost
Right.
that. It was a cool moment that his dad was there, and he saw his dad. And they were like, "Yay!" They were all hugging. It was fun. They didn't like get emotional and sob on each other. They were like high fiving and hugging. It was really cool. I thought so.
well,
I was glad the guy won. I'll root for him. I root for all the golfers. I don't root against anyone except one person who missed the cut for the third
Again,
time, representing the Live
uh,
Tour.
big goo.
The
it's
big goof to Shambo. He
it's
doesn't know what he wants to do. He doesn't want to play. Does he want to be a YouTube guy with his own channel? Does he want to play Live? Does he want to be in the PJ? I don't care. He's out there missing the cut. I'm glad.
yep. What was I about to say? I was about to say something, but I forgot. Live still a thing? When is it going to disband, or are they out of money? What's going on with them?
Yeah, it's
Um,
coming. It's coming.
I think this year is their final year, unless they
They're
find.
looking for investors.
But yeah,
Oof.
the PIF has pulled their funding, and so yeah, it's just a tough situation. Scotty D
I
is
feel for them. I
not
feel.
losing any sleep
I feel for those
whatsoever.
Live guys.
He ain't none whatsoever. Be live. We about to venture into your forte, the world sport of football, aka the World
Oh,
Cup. Be live. The USA they did that damn thing with a 4-1 win over Paraguay, and they followed up with a 2-0 victory versus Australia. And then the Americans, they're in strong position to win Group D. Argentina has been dominant. France has been doing the thing as well, too. Germany crushed Curacao, and Spain was rounded from a scoreless draw versus Cape Verde, beating up Saudi Arabia. And Portugal delivered one of the tournament's most impressive performance with a 5-0 victory over Uzbekistan. Be live. What are your takeaways from this weekend in the World Cup?
Well, it is good to be a host country
Hmm.
because Canada, U.S., and Mexico are all undefeated. It is good to be a football, soccer superstar because they're all performing well. Lionel Messi with 5 goals, now leading all time in goals scored in the World Cup. Kylian Mbappe from France is 2 goals behind him. So it's the chase is on. Ronaldo finally gets over the hump and gets him 2 goals of his own. Erling Haaland is doing his thing with 2 braces and 4 goals of his own. It is wonderful for the world sport of football, the seeing the stars shine, seeing the big teams, and then also seeing some of your smaller, unheard of teams. Like Cape Verde is one of the Cinderella stories of this tournament. They say they are not going away quietly. It is a beautiful thing. There's still a lot to unravel to see who gets to the round of 32, the knockout round. We are rooting for the U.S. all the way through and through, but seeing all the countries being represented and represented well, it is a beautiful thing for the world to see. And hats off to these host cities, the the U.S. as a whole. We get to showcase what's actually good about our country, and I absolutely love that. It's much needed. Not going to go too deep into that, but it's one of those things. Seeing the world come together, it's a beautiful thing. Being united by the world sport of football. Scotty D.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Yeah, Scotty D, are you excited about the NFL training camp coming soon?
I've never felt more American unity than during this World Cup. This is outstanding. I'm feeling patriotic. I feel fuzzy and bubbly inside every time the U.S. takes the pitch. I love it.
He
I
called it
don't
the pitch.
believe
Be
you.
like, he's paying it. He said
I,
the
I,
pitch,
I,
not the
I, I,
field, but the pitch.
The
I,
pitch. They
I,
get on the pitch.
Okay, okay, okay.
that is it's just so hard to believe him after so much. I mean, he has driven the sport into the ground
He
with his
said the
It
pitch. Be
feels
decisions.
like
live.
it feels like somebody is popping champagne in my heart. That's what it feels like.
We're not going to give this anymore because I just feel like at any given point in time he's going to go off the rails, and we just go. It's just okay. Thank you, Scotty D, for that rendition of.
Lionel Messi.
I knew it was coming. Damn it, I knew it was coming. I'm gonna go ahead and
Lionel
stop
is
right.
kicking butt and taking
I'm gonna,
Oh,
names.
I'm gonna go ahead and stop right now
That's
as I
his
look at.
name, Lionel. His name is
Yep,
Lionel.
sure is. As I look at my phone because I've yet to get a watch, fellas. Guess what
Lionel
time it
Messi.
is?
it's time for something different. I hear.
Yeah,
What's
yeah,
going on?
yeah. It's the choices of the voices, but we're gonna do a little different. We're gonna conduct our own draft as well too. Um, Stick
Draft
stay.
day. It's draft day.
Yeah, stick stay. Don't you dare go away. We'll be right back with more SportsBros podcast after this. Yeah.
Take your pick. It is time for the Sports Bros Draft.
Ladies and gentlemen, we're gonna do a little something different here. We're gonna do our version of the NBA draft as well, too, but not just any other NBA draft. We're gonna draft our own team. I don't know. I think we do just doing starters, right?
Yeah, we're just
Yeah.
gonna pick 5 players,
Mm,
and it doesn't have to be position. You can pick 5 centers if you want. We're just
okay.
picking 5 players that won the NBA Finals MVP. We're just gonna go in order draft. I think Eddie, we determined you'll go first, B Live second, me third. We'll each get 5 players, and then we'll post them, and we'll let you, the listeners, viewers, followers, decide who you think has the best team.
All right.
So
Ready,
he's
fellas?
feeling our draft. That's right. Yeah.
Let's do it.
All right, here we go. With the first pick, I take the Big Diesel, Shaquille O'Neal.
Okay.
Oh, wow. All right.
During the 99-2000 season when he averaged 38 points per game, 16.7 rebounds, and I think it was 2.7 blocks. Yes, 2.7 blocks a game. So I'll take the Diesel. I got Shaq.
All right. That changes my strategy. I would have went differently, but might as well.
Yep.
With I gotta go with the greatest of all time, Michael Jeffrey Jordan.
Okay.
I can't believe you left them all. I was like,
Yeah.
how?
I agree. I thought that was going to be the top pick.
I will make necessary adjustments. Michael Jeffrey Jordan. I gotta go with it. Gotta go. Scotty D. What say you?
I will take the greatest point guard of all time, Magic Johnson.
To be most best.
Okay.
I that was gonna be my pick if he left Jordan out there. Oh man, but that's how we do it. So do we want to snake it or do we just want to go boom
Nah,
boom boom?
we'll just keep going. Same. We'll
Eddie,
do that.
cool. What you got?
Okay. So I'm next. All right. With that being said, I will take the big fundamental, Tim Duncan.
One with
I like
size.
that pick. I like it. He got big boy. All right, he going big with it. Now, when I mentioned the GOAT before, everybody considers Michael Jordan the GOAT. He's not necessarily my GOAT. Because I'm going with a dude that dominated on every single level of a sport.
I already know. I'm
It's
gonna write it down.
Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. That is my pick. Yes, sir. Gotta go with him. Gotta go with the sky hook. Yes, sir.
Well,
Hmm.
how do I not take the
He
only
said, mm-hmm.
the only other MVP who a 4-time MVP, which is Bronny's dad, LeBron James.
I
Good choice.
understand it. I understand it. All
Great
right.
choice. Great choice.
Eddie, cool. What say you, my friend?
All right. I'm taking Zeke, Isaiah Thomas.
Ooh, he say he need a point. He need a point.
Good point guard.
Because at one point, the big joker's going to get tired. Zeke, take over.
He's as good as any not named Magic.
Yep.
Hmm. It's gonna be interesting. But I gotta do it. Dude can stretch it out. He may be a little mean right now, but it's okay. I gotta go with the Joker.
Okay. Yeah, Joker. Yeah.
I gotta go with the Joker. I have to do it. I have to do it.
I understand that. I understand that.
All right, well, Eddie Cool started things off with Shaq. I'm going to pick the one guy who Shaq said gave him more trouble than anyone, which is Akeem Olajuwon.
Ah, man,
Oh,
the
the dream.
dream.
He was almost my number one.
I was
Almost.
out. I had him on my list. I had him on my list.
Yep. All right. Let's see. Who am I going to pick? Do 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 do. Let's see. I'll take Steph Curry.
Mm.
Okay. Got you a nice backcourt.
Yep.
Yeah. I just realized
What?
I almost want to do a trend if I could, but I don't think I can. Let's see here. I'm gonna go new school with this one. I'm gonna go new school. Ah, man, dude, which one do I want? Which one do I want? I'm gonna go SGA. I'm gonna go SGA.
Okay.
I'm I need a point. I think he can distribute as well as score.
Mm.
I'm gonna go SGA.
Well, Eddie helped break my tie because I figured I was either going to take the greatest 3-point shooter of all time, Steph Curry, or the greatest pure shooter before Steph showed up, which is Larry Bird.
Ooh.
I now
Ooh.
have a shooter like no other.
The hick from French Lick.
You got a strong one there on that one. Magic and Larry.
Magic
Yeah.
and
All right,
Larry.
King. All
Ooh.
right.
Can't mess with that one. Ooh. Really can't mess with that one. All right. Good God Almighty, Scott, you made this thing real tough. As it due to as I'm looking at the list here. Yeah, boy. I'm gonna go Jalen Brunson to wrap it up.
Ah,
Okay.
Because Brunson said, I am New York tough. He's like, yeah, I'm a
ah.
Nepo baby, but I'm out here getting it.
This is going to be interesting because part of me wants to disrupt Scotty D's pick, but part of me just wants to allow him to have it because this is a choice between two players, and I got to do it. I got to Scotty D. I'm gonna let you have it. I'm gonna let you have it. You're gonna unless you just pick the wrong person, I'm gonna let you have it. So I'm gonna go with Kevin Durant. I got to do it.
Hmm. Okay.
Just the way my squad is lined up, I think Durant fits in better because of who I picked before. So Sky B, you can have it.
Are you thinking Kobe?
Of course, I'm thinking Kobe.
Well, if you didn't take Kobe, I was going to take Wilt Chamberlain
Oh, but
just to add size. But I think I will go with Michael Jordan light and go with Kobe.
yes,
Finish my team up.
Gotcha.
we did not pick Wilt the Stilt Chamberlain, man.
He
We
was
didn't.
So I mean, I know we talked before about not going position, but I think by default we
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 kind of
did.
did. Yeah, we
We
kind of
did.
did.
yeah.
That's why I asked. I was like, are you doing this position or just
I mean,
today's
because
NBA?
so, I kept the record just because I don't know if it's Scotty D's usually pretty good at this, but as it sits, Eddie Cool he goes with Shaquille O'Neal, Tim Duncan, Isaiah Thomas, Steph Curry, and Jalen Brunson. While I go with Michael Jeffrey Jordan, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, Nikola Jokic, Shai Gilgis Alexander, and Kevin Durant, while Scotty D goes with Magic Johnson, LeBron James, Hakeem Olajuwon, Larry Bird, and Kobe Bean Bryant, the Black Mamba.
And with
The
that being
people,
said,
the
yep.
choices, the voices.
Yeah.
What do
Yep.
y'all think of our choices? What do you think of our draft pick? I'm
We'll
this.
post them and see what the people think here.
Yeah. Hey, Scott, but before you post them, I'll post a nice little graphic with the teams and everything. So I'll get that to you as quick as possible. All
Yeah,
right.
you guys, if you guys are more creative than I am, so
I got
however you guys want to put them up, I don't necessarily have to be the guy that hits send,
I
whatever,
got
however
you.
you guys want to do. But yeah, do
I
you have them
got you.
all written down too, Eddie? You have all three of
Yep.
ours
I
written
got them
down.
written down.
Okay,
Yep.
cool.
All
All
right.
right. Well,
So
I feel pretty good about my squad.
yep.
And you
So
know who
Yeah.
says that every year? Everybody on
yep.
fantasy football draft day. I like
Eddie,
my team. I really like my team. That's what everybody always says, except me in our league because I don't get to I'm never around to pick mine myself.
Eddie Cool has got the biggest and the smallest lineup known to man.
The big
Yeah,
hey, from
heavy
hey
backcourt.
hey, it's looking like the cell phone bars. The bars on your cell phone. It goes from one to the other. All right, that's a special edition of the draft and the choices of the voices. Tune in next week to see who has the best team.
Oh, and next week, here's next week, or we're going to be doing this next week as well. Our topic for our draft next week is going to be we're each going to pick 5 funny sports movies,
Ooh.
comedic
Ah,
sports movies. We'll go through that list and we'll draft that next Monday or Tuesday, next Tuesday most likely, and see how that pans out.
I like the sound
yeah.
of that. We doing draft things. We're doing draft things. We kind of ran out of
Mm.
questions. We went from talking about popcorn and um favorite flavor food. Anyway, before I start rambling, because I know due to time constraints, be live. Put the pine tar down, grab that chalk because you in the stadium, man. And once again, he ain't got no darn baseball bat. Hey, you know what I'm gonna do the next time? I'm gonna be like, be live. You got the bat. That's all I'm gonna say. Do you have
Yeah,
a bat?
yeah. I'll find one. Dang, on it, I did it again.
I'm a say, Alexa, hush. I ain't answering nothing. All right, with that being said, it's time for the walk off right here on the Sports Bros podcast. So you talking out of turn? Don't nobody be asking nothing. Man, asking nothing.
And a walk-off home run.
Okay, boys, time to wrap it up. Let's go home with some walk-off shots.
Well, hopefully I don't strike out, but you know what this means? It is time for the walk off shot. Man, y'all know how we do it. We find a topic, we talk about it, kind of sort of rapid style, not really, but we're gonna talk about it right here on the Sports Bulls podcast. Folks, with that being said, I'll go first. Hey fellas, guess what the Las Vegas Knights owner Bill Foley wants to do?
What?
Yep, he wants to. He has officially put his name in the hat and entered the bidding process for an NBA expansion team franchise in Sin City. With this report, according to Reuters, it says Foley, whose sports ownership portfolio includes Premier League, AFC Bournemouth, and League A1 FC Lorient soccer franchises, he would plan to use the same arena on the strip, the T-Mobile Arena that houses his team, the Las Vegas Knights, if awarded an expansion team. He said Las Vegas has earned its place among great sports cities in America, and the NBA team belongs here, Foley said in a statement. He said, we built the Golden Knights into a championship organization from the ground up, and we're prepared to do it again with the same standard and the commitment it takes. He said, our intention is to be one day, or is to one day be in the NBA is ready. Uh, will that affect gambling? Hell, who knows at this point? It's no longer a secret. But they got their baseball. They're about to have their baseball. They got a football team. They got a hockey team. Now they'll have their basketball team. Over to you, Scotty D.
Usually, when an athlete is disgruntled, he remains disgruntled. Even with change of scenery may help for a little while. Usually, that person becomes disgruntled. Well, Rafael Devers is a
Oh,
disgruntled athlete. On Sunday, in his second team, the Giants, he drew a walk in a 2-1, end up being a loss to the Marlins. Drew a ninth inning walk, and the manager decides to send a pinch runner, and only Devers says, "I don't want to be pinch run for," and he sent the guy away. And this became a battle of wills right there on the field as what was he? I mean, Jonah Cox is standing there not knowing what to do, looking back to the dugout. And this is the problem when you hire a manager who was basically a college coach last year, never had any major league experience. Devers pretty much thumbed his nose at the process, didn't want to come out of the game for a pinch runner. Ultimately, he did come out of the game. But now we once again have a disgruntled Rafael Devers. I've never seen that before where someone says, no, pinch runner, you go back to the dugout. I'm going to stay here and run for myself. But that's exactly what happened. And now the name Rafael Devers is up at the trade deadline. We'll see what happens with this situation as it develops. Be live, over to you.
who does he think he is? Go ahead, be live.
Oh, my third and
He can
final
hit.
bullet point,
He can.
aka my walk-off shot, is one that brings me so much joy. just brings me so much absolute thrill, excitement, pure, unadulterated, just wondrous, wondrous joy.
Free coupons to
Because
Papa John's?
no,
Those do sound good. I ain't gonna lie to you.
but disgruntled and disgraced athletes, I usually don't revel as much, and when they're a little upset or whatever. But this one, I'm very much so. Brendan Sorsby,
Oh, your boy. That's your
good,
boy.
good luck in whatever you choose to do. Maybe you get in the XFL
Good
or
luck
the
in your future
UFL or
endeavors.
whatever it is. But it won't be the NFL supplemental draft. The NFL say, you know what? We're not going to have a supplemental draft this year. There's no need for it. There's only one person anybody's talking about. So why in the world would we hold it just for this one person that has disgraced the sport of football and all of
Disgrace.
sport? Just come on, bro. This is so. Thank you, NFL, for making the right choice. There's no reason for a supplemental draft. Just give this guy a backdoor way into the NFL. After I mean, he disgraced the sport. You can't gamble on your own self. Just it's a rule. You just
Bad.
can't.
Bad.
I'm not even mad at the players that gamble on other stuff, but when you gamble on the sport that you're actually playing, that
Mm,
you can affect
mm.
the result of the game, and then just try to back your way into the NFL through the supplemental
Shame.
draft.
Shame.
Brendan Sorsby, go take several seats.
Shame on you.
Several seats. I don't want to see you don an NFL uniform.
Can he go
I
to
don't want
Canada? Or they said, no, we good. We full.
He might be able to go up there.
Thing about this, he's talented, but you just can't do it. You
Two
can't
Yeah.
do it.
seasons with Toronto before he joins the Panthers.
And shut up.
No.
Anyway, shut up.
No.
With that being said, and in closing, that'll do it. That'll do
Do
it. That's
something nice for
it.
yourself. If you can, do something nice for someone else. I greatly appreciate it now more than ever. Be a blessing, not a burden. This is your favorite sports podcast, none other than the SportsBros podcast. Let's go Hurricanes. Be live. Take us home.
Yes, sir. All right.
Bye. See y'all next week.
And it's been fun. Peace out.
Hope Bronny doesn't get traded tonight.